It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And up next is the Texans' burner at wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Texans and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end.
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here at Arrowhead. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
To say he found a pretty good rhythm last week, I think, Mike, is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, he single-handedly accounted for 30 points after throwing for 5 touchdowns in last week's win. He had a couple of interceptions, and those are obviously concerning, but it's a little bit easier to live with the picks when you can get that sort of production out of your passing game. Look for him to keep slinging the rock all over the field. Cut down on the turnovers. He can do that. He expects to lead his team to another victory in this one.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point is good, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
If there was one thing that was clear right off the jump from our meeting last week, Mike, it was the fact that he shouldered almost all of the blame for last week's loss on himself. Remember what he called his 2 interceptions. He said those are inexcusable. And when you go back and really study the tape, not everything was his fault. Protection at times, spotty. The separation downfield of some of his playmakers, very inconsistent. And truthfully, I didn't love all of the play calls. They're going to have to be better as an entire offense for him to play better at the quarterback position.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Big play for KC. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This one from 49. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He comes into this final weekend as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to finish the season strong. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same...
And he's in! Touchdown, Houston. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And a short gain there, down only to the 48. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Tight end going in motion here. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window. Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-6 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. They send him right out of the slot. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through. And yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. They bring their tight end right. On 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig?
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chiefs. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They motion the slot man left. They'll look to throw here on first down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the Texans first down.
Back to the air one more time. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll get this out to his running back. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down for Houston. They're going to motion the tight end over here. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A run now on second down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's third down and a few inches.
Now third and less than a yard.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is third and inches. Now they'll set up to throw. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down. Receiver in motion. Going right. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's a second and 12. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs move back to within 1. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Throwing now from the gun. A toss left side caught by his running back. That is catch number 60 for the season. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's first and 10. Slot man in motion left. To the air now on first and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's a third down and 4. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And out of the gun, he'll throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Marvin Mims, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. The Falcons needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown catch from Jaden Daniels.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their running back set to go once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And Listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
That's the gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Back to the air one more time. That's complete left side to Worthy. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. This caught right side by Worthy.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, KC. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
There's that man again. Another catch.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw yet again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. They motion the slot man left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the Texans first down.
Red zone now. He'll drop to the pressure. Too much. And he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting. The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Up the middle they go. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. That's into the hands of Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
You have a tight end motioning left here. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
At the 5-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. They'll send him over to the left. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle, down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
2nd down and 8. Slot man in motion left. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. He'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the air one more time. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
31, Chiefs 28.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Returnable from the 17. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's into the clear again. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Texans. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. There's that man again. Another catch. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. His drive will start on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.